Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Beyond D2. We have a very special guest today.
Very
We have
special.
Charlie Marquardt, aka Charlie the Fourth, aka
Fourth.
the White Llama,
Okay.
aka Polyprep's Finest, aka
Keep
Molloy.
going.
Charlie,
Hey,
welcome to the
Keep
show.
going. Keep going. Keep going.
Brother. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
we
Appreciate it.
got royalty in the building. We got royalty in the building.
Facts.
Charlie, good to see you, bro. It's been a minute.
Man, has been. Appreciate you
Yeah.
guys for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. Well, I call anybody for everyone out there, I call Charlie Charles. That's just something I just been doing.
One of the few. Yeah.
Call by his government name. So
Exactly.
So Charles, just tell us a little bit about yourself, like, background, like where you went to high school, your hometown, just a little jump start about Charlie Marquardt the fourth.
Yeah, so basically, born and raised Rockaway Beach, New York, Queens, New York. Still live here to this day. Went to Poly Prep High School in Brooklyn, New York. 4 years there, 1 year of JV, 3 years of varsity. And then from there, went to Molloy College, so.
You're not even talking Poly Prep for those people that don't know. I think Joakim Noah came out of Poly Prep.
Yep. Joakim, yep.
And if you know Charlie, he does rep Joakim coming out of Poly.
Yeah.
Heavy on
that. That's the guy.
No matter what, I'm repping Joe. I got Joe's back.
So go ahead, Jay.
Talk about you wanting to go to Molloy, playing for your dad, Coach Marquardt, because we know you had some D1 offers, but you really wanted to play for your father. So take us through that, that mindset.
Yeah.
To play for your dad.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much coming out of high school, I would say I probably not overwhelmed with offers, but low D1, NEC schools, Patriot League, a few MAC schools and stuff like that. But at the time, it was when we were going through that whole process with my dad. He sort of went through the whole process as just being a dad, not as a coach. And growing up around Molloy my whole life and stuff, because he's coached there for 25 plus years. It was really hard to distinguish the difference between a school that was Division I and Molloy being Molloy, because Molloy was always my like second home, being out there a lot. So when push came to shove and I wanted to make a decision, everything always circled back to Molloy being a family and whatnot. So, and it would have been it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to play for your pop. So that's pretty much how the decision made. But my dad let me make the decision and whatnot. And he said, do whatever you got to do. He supported me, whatever decision I made, but everything always came back to Molloy.
Nah, for sure. Because, we had an interesting dynamic, both playing all 4 years together, both playing for our fathers. But yours was a little different because you wanted to play for your dad. So
no, but now that I'm talking about it, I was like, it made it easier knowing that you were going there, because like coach's son, when you're by yourself, you're like, I'm gonna be isolated. Everyone thinks I'm a loser. I can't hoop, and you just got a target on your back, rightfully so. But now if there's two of us, we were getting to it.
Yeah, it was weird too, because we was close roommates, we was best friends, but like we still playing for our fathers. And I'll never forget that first game at Bridgeport when we played Felician or Southern Connecticut, and we both didn't play until the very end. We at the scores table like, yo, I hate these minutes.
I hate these minutes. I feel so trash right now.
It's our own fathers doing this to us. I was like, yeah, they don't really mess with us.
I hate these minutes. I feel so trash going. We'd be up 30 or down 30. We going in at the game,
Yeah,
2 minutes.
we
Yeah,
going
go
in
go
the game
go
just like
go get some touch of that how that air tastes out there.
that was the worst. But
That's
now my situation was different because I had like a few D3 offers, but once my mom said I was going to Molloy, it was the end of the story. I was going there, so
Yeah,
I was trying to I want to do my own thing, but she
yeah, I
was like,
know.
"You're gonna go to Molloy." I was like, "Well, I guess I'm going to Molloy."
Shout out Chan. I hope she's
Yeah,
doing great.
yes,
yeah.
I hope
sir.
she's
Shout
doing
out
She
good.
Chan.
probably can get any second,
Yeah,
but nah, that's hilarious.
that's
That
hilarious.
is good,
Now look, 1,000 point scores, both of you. You know
Yeah,
man.
that we'll get
did
into.
everything I needed to be done except win the chip. That's the only
Man,
thing.
I mean, we were right there, man. We were
We
right there.
were, we
We were
were
right
Man,
there.
I
we
could
were.
even for my own chip, I gotta say y'all paved the way for real. Cause just being in that atmosphere and just having you guys just lead us
Yeah.
to.
So you, so are you saying we have a small piece in that ring,
Oh
Rick?
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
I feel
Okay,
like we
all
should
right,
definitely have a ring.
Oh yeah, me and Kurt to this day, me, Kurt,
okay,
Mike, Chris, we were saying that nah, this was part of your ring too. This was
okay.
hell
So
yeah.
when I need to borrow that ring to go
I
on
got
like
it.
alumni weekends or something like that, I'm gonna borrow that.
I'll polish it off. You know, you good. It's all yours, bro.
Perfect. I like
Yeah,
that.
alumni
Perfect.
weekend this year. I think they starting a football program or something, right? Ain't it supposed to be like a football game
Where's
this
the
alumni
Yeah, I
weekend?
did
Yeah,
hear that. I did hear that. That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
That's different. That's different. But yeah, I mean, Charles, tell us about like your career throughout Molloy. I know you and Jay just briefly talked about like freshman year. Obviously,
Yeah,
you kind of painted the picture and like you didn't really play it as much, and now like you just show us that progression. You talk.
yeah. I mean, so basically freshman year, didn't really play a whole lot. Had to really stay down, stay in the grind, trust it. Um, and would have little like spurts. Like I on one of your earlier episodes, I know Jay mentioned like his breakout game and stuff like that, and that's such a real thing. Like because we would work day in and day out against the Petros, the Tylers, the McLeods, all that stuff. So it's not like we couldn't hoop. We were getting better every day. We were ready,
Yeah,
and it just took not operate situational. So like if one day I don't know people had 2, 3 fouls, we looked down the bench and it was one of us, and we just had to be ready. And I know, like, I think my first game that I really broke out was it was a weekend actually. I think we played LIU Post. I had 22, and this is mid-season, maybe late season. So I was grinding on that bench. I
right.
was deep down, and then Dowling that following Sunday, and then I had backed it up with another like 22, 25 or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, like I can play here. And I think after that, it gained the trust of my dad that he could play me and showed that I wasn't just there being a coach's son, so to speak. And then from there, sophomore year, just, trusted the grind, stayed in the gym, just got better and better each year.
Yeah. Yo, Charlie, I don't know if you remember this. I think it was your sophomore year, going into your sophomore year, the summer. Um,
Okay.
your dad had like invited like my AAU team to do a workout
Hmm.
at Molloy. And then it was
Right.
it was just you and your dad. You were by yourself on the other side, just on the gun, and your dad was
Hmm.
running drills through. And then we were just watching you, bro. Just like you were just like you had tunnel vision. It's like you were just locked in, just watching you, just on the gun. You were probably there an hour and a half, and you were still on the gun. You were the
Right,
last
right.
person to leave the gym. That just shows the work that you were continuously putting in.
Bro,
Yeah.
man's used to go. We have a road game, come back. You know how we huddle and whatever. Man's used to be like, "Yeah, I'm about to go shoot."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Like, what you
Well,
mean? We just won by 25, my God.
Yeah,
Like, what are you talking about? You about to go shoot?
I
yeah.
mean, them late nights, I would just do that to avoid the conversation that I would have with my pops, because if I was 1 for 9, 1 for 10, 0 for, I knew what was coming. I knew what was coming as from the dad aspect of it, and
Yeah,
but I think it just, not being like an overly athletic, scorer, you got to put in that extra work and extra time, and I think that was the main reason why I just just to stay ahead of the curve. I had to do other like intangible things.
Like it was crazy. Even NCAA did like remember they did that article about us playing for our dad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, people don't really understand unless you with us, like in our group. I know we both played for our dads, but you had to go through it.
Yeah.
Like my dad was just like whatever, but your dad, oh my goodness, I used to be like, yo, coach is wild. Like, coach is wild.
No, so but looking back on it now, or even like as we got older, like he had to do it that way, just so, to be tougher on me, just to prove that, like I'm not giving my son a easier way, or just so no one cannot say anything. And I think that just goes to show who coach really is, like everyone's treated fairly. Everyone is gonna, no matter who you are, you're gonna get the same shot as the next man, so
Sure.
I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change a thing.
We can't.
Sure.
That's what made us who we are today.
I'm running through coach to this day. To this day.
To
this day.
Coach will always be good with me. Coach will be like, I need you here on this day. I'm there.
Exactly. Literally.
Right.
And I think that goes to like him being the man he is. Like he would, if you needed him there, he would be there for you. So
that's a fact.
Coach was the best. Coach was the best.
Mm-hmm.
But we was roommates for damn near 4 years. Do you remember our one fight?
I remember it. Do you remember it? Do you remember?
Year. I don't know why. Oh, I think me and Mo was making fun of you because we tried to go out one time, and Charlie couldn't get in or something. So Mo extra buttery. He gonna drag
extra buttery.
He gonna drag it
extra
out.
Buttery.
And I got in, so I was cool. So I was with Mo, like we was making fun of Charlie. So I don't know how it started to escalate. But it just got to, because me and Charlie was in the double in the suite, that little ass room.
Yeah.
It just got to a point where he was like, yo, this is mine. Don't touch this. This is yours. But that year he messed up because I bought the fridge that year. So I told him, all right, don't put none of your shit in the fridge.
Hey, I had cups of fruit left out on top of the microwave. Nah, those aren't allowed to be refrigerated these 2 days.
It was like that.
No, it was like that. So I'm putting my cups of fruit by the window because it's cold out. I had to keep those fruit cold. It was like everything out of the freezer had to be sectioned off. It was, and then it lasted for it was like 1 or 2 days. It was a while.
It was a couple of days. Like it dragged into practice. Remember, Coach
yelled at us. What is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, effing talk to each other."
What is wrong with you guys?
I'm trying, but Charlie's like. Charlie petty too, so he was like, "Nah, I'm not talking."
I'm good. He gonna have to figure that out.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Yeah, so once we got into the basketball, I was just like, "All right, bro, we can have that." Like we could beef outside of practice, but basketball is separate.
Right.
And after that, we laughed, and then it was.
We laughed for a while after that. Like, that was good.
Like, we knew everything for those 4 years. We knew everything. I'll never forget, bro. Never forget. Had a sneaky one pull up. She left. I just get a text message from Charlie with eyes. So just
yep. Jay, I already knew what Jay was doing 5 hours before Jay was gonna do it. Everything.
I was just trying to operate quietly, bro.
Yeah. Same with me.
Text message with the eyes. I was just like, "What are you talking about, bro?" He's like,
"Yeah."
I was like, "Whatever, man. Leave me alone."
Man, that's
the glory days, bro. Yeah, for real. I would go back in a second.
Yeah, that was a great 4 years.
Yeah, I only had 2 years with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, man. 2 years, you guys made.
It felt like 4 though.
Molloy, for real.
It felt because we would chill in the summers and stuff too.
We'd be in
the gym, and then we'd be out. I've never been in Long Island more.
Yeah, that's a fact. Summertime, when in the dorms, you guys pull up to the crib.
Man, what?
Yeah, I remember those days.
What was the junior year with food?
Oh my gosh, something different. Entrepreneur.
Before we even get
there, you guys were entrepreneurs. Food Thursdays.
Just trying, bro.
Before we even get there, I feel that just due to you guys being so close and having that chemistry early on, made it easier for like my class to be accepting of like what you guys and coach was, trying to preach. So and I think also helped with like the maturity coming in as freshmen. We could be very immature, even though we were 100%. We definitely were. You guys were mature,
sure,
100%. But you guys laid that foundation of like, all right, you know what? When it comes to this basketball, this is how we work. This is what work looks like, and this is and how we build off that work. So I think you guys definitely laid that foundation, which led to our success once you guys left. But before we even get there, I know, Charlie, you only spoke. I think you're being very light about your career at Molloy. You're being very light. I only got 2 years. I think the one time, like when I was getting recruited, I watched you and Jay play LIU Post.
At Post, I still remember that. Him and Mike was in the stands.
Me and Mike and Steve were in the stands, and that's when Jay hit the game winner. And we were definitely
crazy,
y'all up, but
crazy.
Just watching you guys really set the tone for us coming in. Like, yo, this is Division II. That was our first time ever looking at Division II ever, and we were like, what the hell? This is Division II. I'm like, and even playing in the summertime, just playing ones with you guys, I'm like, this is different. This is totally just for those guys, it's people listen out there, even though you may be set on that stigma Division II, but I'm telling you, it's a different ball game. It's a different beast. And these
really is,
as you can see now to this day, are proven facts of that. And Charlie was a bucket.
Like that chip game, bro. What? What?
Bucket.
That week.
He was
that
like
weekend.
Just carrying us, carrying us.
I still, man, we should have won that. We should have won that, man.
Yeah,
we should have won that.
Take part of responsibility, man. I didn't, as your running mate, I didn't help you that much.
Definitely your fault.
But I mean, it just we were just it was for us. It was ours for the taking, man.
You weren't supposed to.
No, we weren't. We smacked up Bridgeport the day before. Smacked them up. They were a great team. They had really good guys. And then Stack, I mean, talk about stacked for 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years. And
we had 6 1,000-point scorers on that team.
Come on.
That 6th man was 1,000-point scorer. That shit was
and they just get pressed for 40 minutes, bro. Damn. I'll never forget. I'm like, yo, y'all up 17 right now. Y'all still pressing 2 minutes left in the game, bro. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah. But I mean, Charlie, you had a great career at Molloy, and then obviously once you graduated, you still wanted to continue playing basketball. Can you tell us a little bit about, like, life after college?
So life after college, kind of, I would say an unknown area. Obviously, Jay, you know about this, like just where to go, how to operate, people saying all different types of things. So, trying to find your own path in an unknown area is always difficult. Obviously signing with agents and going to different workouts and doing all different types of stuff. I found myself pre-draft workout with the Nets, which was kind of cool. In a pre-draft workout with guys from UCLA, Iowa, Duke, and then the last one I think was from, I want to say, Washington State, either of the two, all legit guys. But night before, I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Like, this was the first time, like, I was like, damn, I don't know. Go the next day. Next thing you know, I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing it. I'm shooting it well. And I'm just keeping up. And after, in the exit meetings of the pre-draft, and I wasn't even supposed to be there. Someone had got hurt, and they just needed a local guy to come in. And my agent at the time was like, I got a guy. They were like, okay, come on. And after the fact, they sort of, in the exit meeting, they were just like, we didn't expect you to do this at all. Asked where I went to school and all that. And I was like, Molloy College, small D2. And basically, it it turned into a G League, a workout tryout in the summertime for Long
Hmm.
Island. Went to that, did the training camp there. Um, Ended up making the team, getting on there. Obviously, not consistent time playing and whatnot, but just having that G League stamp, anything can happen,
Right.
So that was pretty cool, just going through that whole process out of a Division II school. It's what are the chances of that, And
Yeah.
so and then from there, I mean, the sky's the limit having that stamp, So
Like once you get the D2 stamp off your forehead, you good. And it was like
exactly,
I know that was like the first time, like obviously because we wanted to like be together, but that was the first time that we really couldn't do that because we're both damn near the
right,
same position. Obviously, you a better shooter, me more a driver, but that was like the first time we had to like separate
right.
what we had to do. So
That's a good
you,
point. Like
yeah,
like people wanted you for what you had to do, and then maybe not me, vice
right.
versa. That's a good point. Yeah. Everyone's
So
paths are different. So
yeah,
yeah.
I forgot you had the pre-draft with the Nets. To be honest, I forgot because everyone
Yeah.
asked me, they was like, "How many pre-drafts do you do?" I was like, "I didn't do any. I
Right.
had to go to Vegas and do those showcases to
Yeah. What was that one called?
I did
Worldwide.
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 I did
Worldwide.
worldwide, and I did scores first. Scores first was trash, but
Worldwide was
worldwide,
good though.
yeah, it was actually good. Like it's so crazy how things work out because I was balling there, and that was the first time I was like, yo, I could really, I could hang with these D1 dudes. They ain't nothing different.
Right.
Um, but it's just crazy how things work out because the coach I was playing for was a coach in Belgium,
Hmm.
and he wanted me to come with him. He wanted me to go with him to Belgium, but I think he had already signed his American players, so they was already set.
Right.
So I was like tight. I was like, damn, Belgium would have been a great first gig. But luckily things worked out, end up in the G League. And then it was so
Yep.
crazy when we played Long Island, you know,
Facts.
everyone from Molloy's there. We had to take a picture before the game. It's just like, look what two D2 guys did on the same team, 4 years together, both in the G League with the Dukes, the UNCs,
That's a
those
fact.
guys
I was in
busting
the
their
crowd.
ass.
I was in the
Yeah.
crowd. I definitely was there.
It's kind of crazy that you think about that. Like, what are the in Long Island too?
In Long
You
Island
know,
too. That's the crazy
it's just
part.
kind of crazy.
I
Yeah,
think we're gonna have
Yeah.
to put that picture up. We got the picture somewhere. We're gonna have to put
yeah.
that
Yeah.
when we
I
edit
definitely
everything.
got that in the archives. I look
Yeah.
crazy in it, so we might have to save that for another day.
It's just crazy how everything works out.
Man, it does
Yeah.
for real.
And Char- so now, Charlie, I know now you're briefly. I know you talked about your G League experience. Now you're playing in the TBL. Can you talk briefly about like what the TBL is for like people that don't know and like how you?
Yeah, so basically so I went overseas after G League, Czech Republic, twice,
Mhm.
Balkan League after that. COVID hits. So now we get sent home because the season gets postponed, yada yada yada. I come home. I'm supposed to go back to the team is based in Albania, supposed to go back there. So now I get a message from my agent at the time. They're cutting your salary 50%. Yeah, people are just pulling out because of COVID. So unknown hits and everything like that. So now I'm like, damn, I don't know what else to do. World shut down, nothing else going on. So I get a call from my agent at the time, and he's like, "There's this workout out in Indiana. I want you to go to it." I'm like, okay, fine, and just go to it. And it's for like the TBO, the basketball league. It's like their showcase. So in the midst of COVID, they figured out a way to do uh, a showcase. All their GMs there. I go, killed it. Shooting well, playing, doing all the intangible things. And then a team actually out in Oklahoma picked me up. So from there, I go out there to Oklahoma, Enid, Oklahoma, small city. It actually turned out to being a great situation. Um, we actually win the whole TBL championship, and pretty much two guys from that team are in the NBA now, or were in the NBA, and all of us after that got better jobs somewhere that following year.
Okay.
So basically the TBL is it depends on your situation. It's an unknown league, so it gets a bad rap. But you got 12 Americans fighting for a job essentially. So it's a dog eat dog world in that league. And I would highly recommend it to any D3, D2, low D1 guy that's looking for an opportunity, maybe isn't getting what they like overseas, um, to give it a shot. It's really not bad. And it sets people up for better jobs after, so
Yeah, it
better,
sounds like
good paying jobs.
yeah, it's just an opportunity really to get some live film
Hmm.
to send to these scouts, these teams all over the world.
Right.
Now, I don't want to. I'm not trying to count your pockets, but salaries. How does that work? Like, what do they take care of housing and stuff like that? Is
Yeah,
like
so that's a
players the salary different too?
that's a great question because this not gonna lie, some teams in the league are low budget. Some guys don't even get paid 100%. You could just tell they're playing at a YMCA, they're playing at a Salvation Army gym. Those teams, if they're paying anything, aren't paying anything. So um you get past that those situations. Now you're talking about the legit clubs that have money, have owners, are taking it professionally like a overseas team.
Right.
So the team I was on in Oklahoma, they really didn't have they had a good situation. But it was COVID, not a lot of sponsors, first year team. So I had to bite the bullet and be like, hey, I'm not really paying. Uh I'm not gonna make money anywhere else. So I ended up signing there for like 1,500, 2,000. But I was like, it's an investment. I don't have a gap in my resume. Let me go and
Right.
do it. So now we won the chip there, right? So now stock market, the stock price is going up. Win that. I got a championship. I got a ring under my belt. Now I go to Uruguay. Uruguay top league. A lot of ex NBA guys. Now I'm playing for damn near triple double that.
Right.
Uh, Way more than that. So now I could do well over there, top five scoring, led the league in threes, 50, 40, 90. Um, Now that opens the door up for TBL because they play from March to June, July, where I'm able to leverage that championship into the better paying teams. So
Right.
now you got teams that pay up to 10 grand in the TBL. I know for a fact, I've seen it. So now that opens the door up for higher paying jobs. Um, and that's kind of what I've been doing the past couple of years is just leveraging those contracts and keep killing each year, So
Right.
like so it turns out some situations over here, if you're able to network your situation and markets that you so-called killed in, then you gotta run with that, So I would say so salaries range from I would say a good situation 1,500 obviously rookie paying jobs to anywhere upwards close to 10.
Right. So what's those practices like? Obviously the coaches practice were crazy sometimes, and then you were in
Right.
the G League practices, and then TBL overseas. What's the TBL practice like?
TBL more so this again based on situation. One team lifted at 6 in the morning, right into practice at 8, and you're done until noon, and then you're back at it from 2 to 4. So a situation like that. A situation where you're going. So like my most recent, I was in Maryland playing for a team there, and the Frederick Flying Cows actually.
Like
So
cow.
yeah, legit. And so they had a great business plan. The owners were legit,
Mhm.
really professional. So uh, their practices were 10 to 1, 10 to 2 every day. Um, just but old school practices, getting up and down. You're grinding it out,
That's
grinding it
OD.
out. Some ITM work in there, stuff like that.
Oh, ITM
So
working there too?
a little ITM work in there.
Jeez, so
Um,
working. Damn, okay.
yeah.
Professional
So
athlete, for real.
yeah, but all in all, I mean, it's the same as you're gonna go to some crazy teams. You're gonna go to some professional teams. You're gonna go to
Right.
some Not so, it's the same as overseas here.
You said they. I don't know if you answered. You said they take care of housing and transportation stuff like that, or it depends on the situation.
I think it depends what you negotiate, but every situation I've been in, housing's been paid for. Some meals have been paid for. Like you'll probably get meals 5 out of 7 days a week, 6 out of 7 days a week, which is always huge. Being on the road, you don't want to spend that money.
Right.
Uh, Travel all paid for, traveling to games, and whatnot. So yeah, I would say if you negotiate it right, you can really get all expenses paid for with a good salary.
Right. I know you got to be a bucket in the TBL because them games be like 158 to
Man,
154. God,
12 minutes, you getting up and down. Your cardio better be right. Better be right. Getting up and down. I put up 26 threes one game. I was,
Mike
lying.
D'Antoni Rockets offense right there.
22. I'm lying. I think I was 14 for 22. What?
Look, that's what
I'm shooting it.
Like Kobe said, the next
one
putting it up. Win.
Get that. Man. Is it pro rules? Like, is it three in the paint?
NBA rules, yeah. So no help. I'm getting in the paint, getting in there. But yeah, I mean,
it definitely looked like he was in a great situation with this last team. He was having fun. Y'all was hooping at a high level. Go Flying Cows. Shout out to them.
Yeah, go Flying Cows.
Shout out Flying Cows. Shit, we don't got too much time left.
What the timer say?
Said 5 minutes.
Oh, damn.
I'm rambling away. My bad.
Nah, you good. I was Zoom only got 40 minutes on here. I mean, Charlie, quick, if you had a message for like aspiring athletes or D2 athletes to go pro, what advice or anything would you give?
I mean, shit. I think just go and do it, like anyone can do it. Like obviously, like what your whole brand is about. We hoop too, and I think that says it perfectly because
right.
no matter who's in front of you, you got to have that mentality that I'm better than you. Like Jay, I remember you had it as your background. I don't care about who you is. You're gonna get this work. And that stuck with me. Like I use that to this day. I don't care if you played in the league or anything. You're gonna get this work. So I think if you have that mentality, and you trust your work, you got to be in that gym every day, nonstop, and a little bit of luck, anything can happen.
Definitely a little bit of luck. The pieces definitely need to fall in the right place sometimes, but. Definitely. All in all, it's just about, hard work and really putting your mind to it.
Right.
So we got a little over 4 minutes left. We know you're the best shooter in all of New York.
Yes,
definitely the best shooter in Molloy history. Sorry, Jimmy Nolan. It was you before I said it. So we're going to play a quick game. We're going to keep 3, cut 3, NBA Shooters Edition.
Oh, boy.
By the name some guys off the top.
You remember who my guys were?
I got you. It might be in there. So number 1, we got Ray Allen.
Okay.
Larry. Larry, Steph, Reggie Miller, Clay.
Jason, what do I got to rank them?
No, you keep 3, cut 3.
Who was the last 2?
I think I said Reggie and Jason Capono, throwback.
You say JJ?
Did I say JJ?
JJ. He didn't say JJ. So that makes it.
I thought I said JJ. My fault.
He made it easy for me.
All right, so cut Jason Capono. I'll put JJ in there.
That makes it a lot harder now. Damn. I'm cutting JJ. No. Sorry. Excuse me. You got me all messed up now. I'm cutting Reggie. Reggie's gone, especially what he did in my Knicks. Yeah, all this, he's gone. Cut. I'm keeping Larry. You know why? Larry's my guy. Larry Legend, one of the top greats.
Is he better than LeBron?
No, come on.
Chill out.
You're not better than LeBron.
You used to say he was back in the school, bro.
Yeah, let him finish his list.
Argument's sake, yeah. That's off camera stuff. Larry, JJ, and Ray Allen. That's what I'm going with.
I respect it.
Hold on, you said Steph? You said Steph?
I
can't. Yeah, come on. And then Ray Allen's out of there. I'm sorry.
So you keep Larry, JJ, and Steph.
Yeah.
That's Larry and JJ been on his too.
Yeah, that's his guy.
I'm consistent. I'm consistent.
But he definitely said F Clay though. That's crazy.
I don't. You threw in greats. I got to throw someone out of there.
Yeah. Damn. Charles rocking with his guys.
That's how he been. That's how he is.
That's a fact. Always there. Yep.
For real. Yo, Charles, thank you for coming out, taking time out your day. Get on the podcast with us. We appreciate you. Just being here, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Room for you, bro. We're definitely, to this day, we're watching you. Room for you. Anything that you need, we're always here to try to promote that.
Appreciate it.
You got anything for Charles, Jay?
Keep going, brother. Keep going.
Yep.
Are you playing? Are you doing TBT again?
I don't know. I just got a call today. Play with KU, so I might have to. I wasn't gonna, but Kansas. I don't know. So they got a chance to win that. Yeah.
Oh, for real? You definitely got to go with the powerhouse for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But maybe if that falls through, let me know.
Let me know. I'll definitely make the connection. I try to at least.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's a wrap, y'all.
A wrap. Another great episode.
Living embodiment of We Hoop 2. These two right
here. Talk about it. Shout out Molloy.
Shout out Molloy.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Coach Marquardt.
Shout out Molloy. Yes,
Shout
sir.
out Coach Marquardt too.
Yes,
exactly.
All right, y'all. Later.
All right.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, bro.
Peace.